going to make veggie burgers, or my form of veggie burgers. I'm doing a double batch, so I'm using one whole sweet onion. If you don't have onion, you can substitute in onion powder or just leave it out completely, whatever it is that you like. Half ready here. Get that messy paper out of the way. Okay. Alright, so start with both these halves. I like to dice them really small. They cook pretty tender in the veggie burger, but I don't like big chunks of onion. I just go ahead and get both halves ready at the same time. One half, and the other half. Okay, I'll move the garlic off so I can scoop this into the bowl. Okay. And then for the garlic, I have down minced garlic, but I prefer just to use my cheese grater. I use a really fine one, like what I would use for zesting an orange or for Parmesan cheese. Okay, so got the garlic done here. Go ahead and add that to the onion. And then I've got half a cup of flour, 2 teaspoons of seasoned salt, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, and I'm doing 2 cans of the veggie burger mix. Put it straight into the bowl here. You want to make sure you break it up really good. You don't want any big chunks of it. You want to get it all separated out into the little granules so that you get the flavor of the onion and garlic and all that all the way around. Okay, so after you add the veggie burger, you want to get it meshed in with the onions and the garlic, and the flour, salt, and baking powder. Get it all mixed up pretty good here. I like to do it this way before I add the eggs so that the veggie burger is easier to break up. Alright, so now I'm going to add 12 eggs. I pretty much do 6 eggs for every can of veggie burger. If you want them a little bit runnier or thinner, then add some more egg. So I usually say 6 to 8 eggs, depending on the consistency or thickness of the burgers that you want to have. And we get this all mixed up. You want it to be kind of a little bit thicker than pancake batter. Thin enough that you can pour it, but thick enough that it will kind of stay together when you put it in the pan. Alright, so this is ready to cook now. You can either cook it immediately right after you mix it up, or lots of times I make it up a day or two ahead of time and keep it in the refrigerator. And it keeps just fine. It's best if you're not going to eat the burgers right away to wait, because the burgers taste best straight hot out of the pan. Okay, so now we're going to cook the veggie burgers. Like I said, we'll always cook them just before we're ready to eat because they taste best fresh out of the pan. We use non-stick spray for ours and a 1/3 measuring cup of batter. And I use the back of the measuring cup to kind of squish the batter out a little bit. We have our electric skillet set to 350 degrees. And you can make these patties as big or as little as you like. We usually do regular hamburger buns, so this is the size we do. They don't shrink up like regular meat hamburgers do, so you don't have to take that into account. So we cook these until they get somewhat solid on the top before we turn them. Okay, so now we're going to turn the burgers. To be careful, they don't splatter all over the place. Okay, and they don't need as much time on the second side, just until they're brown.